Ah, shit. Get your tea and your popcorn because this is going to be another good one. There are thousands of unambiguous black women currently on Lipstick Alley who are using kojic acid. So there is a question that the black community has not been able to address. And my question is, what ingredients do you consider to be skin bleaching? Because I've noticed a hypocrisy where every light skinned person is automatically a bleacher, but then if somebody's dark skinned, then it's just skincare. So they call Beyonce a skin bleacher. They've called Paige Hurd a skin bleacher. Jada Chiefs, pretty much anybody you can think of, they're calling them bleachers because they use things like vitamin C, turmeric, etc. So for those of you who believe that kojic acid is a form of skin bleaching, my first question is, do you believe that YouTuber Paris Milan had a skin bleaching company because she was selling kojic acid soap to her followers? So they had all this outrage for Flo from Love and Hip Hop saying that she had a skin bleaching company when her soaps were turmeric and vitamin C. But I didn't see the same outrage for black female empowerment content creator Paris Milan, who used kojic acid. But I want to tell you guys what exactly kojic acid is. Kojic acid is an organic compound that is a byproduct of the fermentation process used to produce sake, which is a Japanese rice wine. So it's basically what they use in Japan to make rice wine. So we do know that rice and rice water, that is also something that fades dark spots and stuff. So my question for the black community is, okay, if people are using rice water on their skin, are they bleachers as well? Once again, what ingredients are bleaching and what ingredients are not? But it says that it can also be found in small amounts in certain fruits and vegetables, such as grapes and potatoes. So it's very similar to something like citric acid or like vitamin C. But you've got all these black women saying that the exoticals are skin bleachers. They're saying, I'm a skin bleacher. They're saying pretty much the entire exotical space are skin bleachers. They like to say that light skinned celebrities are skin bleachers. First of all, I just want to point out that if you have been accused of being a skin bleacher, that's actually proof that you are light skinned and that you do, in fact, benefit from colorism, because I don't see them trying to police the skincare of dark skinned black women. But look at this. Kojic acid, bleaching from kojic acid soap. Ladies, what is your kojic soap routine? Kojic acid for dummies. I ordered this soap 2 weeks ago and my skin tone has changed. I found the best kojic acid soap. Anyone else not wowed by kojic acid soap? Has anyone tried kojic acid soap for bikini area? Is kojic acid soap safe? How long should I use kojic acid soap for? So you've got dozens of different posts on here, and I haven't even begun clicking on these. You got all these different posts on this black woman's forum, but I thought that you guys said kojic acid is skin bleaching. So where's the outrage for all of these black women who are apparently skin bleachers? This girl says, I ordered this soap 2 weeks ago and my skin tone has lightened at least 2 shades. No more dark spots or hyperpigmentation for now. She says, is anyone else familiar with kojic acid soap? I ordered a few bars on eBay a few weeks ago and my skin tone has brightened drastically. It's scary how quick the dark spots disappeared. My sister and mom saw me a few days ago, and all they could talk about is how good and bright my skin looked. Are we sure this kojic acid soap isn't bleach? These men can't stop looking at me in the office. So she's celebrating that she no longer has hyperpigmentation, and then she admits that her sister and mom say that her skin looks good and bright. And then she says men can't stop looking at her. So it's almost like she's implying that her being a little bit brighter is drawing sexual attention to her. Somebody says, well, if you had that many obvious dark spots all over your face and suddenly they're gone and you're 2 tones lighter in a fucking week, yeah, motherfuckers are gonna be looking at you wondering what the fuck is going on. It's not because they think you're suddenly attractive. So do you see how angry this woman gets because this other dark skinned girl is talking about kojic acid? She's saying they're not looking at you because you're attractive. Isn't that interesting? But I thought that kojic acid is bleaching and bleaching is bad. So, like, why would you be trying to essentially humble someone because they don't have any more dark spots? That's interesting. But this person says, if serious, you should stop using it if the dark spots are gone. This person says, seems to me like you already have the answers to the questions you are asking. Another person says, yes, it is used to deliberately lighten skin. So, from what I've heard and learned about the skin bleaching industry, people are using all kinds of things. Pretty much any form of acid, those are technically bleaching agents. So it's like if you guys are going to accuse Exoticals and all these light-skinned celebrities of being bleachers, then that would mean that everybody on this earth is a bleacher, because pretty much everybody uses vitamin C. They use alpha hydroxy acids. Anything that's an acid does lighten the skin, lactic acid, etc. So this girl says it speeds up the process of sloughing skin cells. Great stuff. Oh, so you're saying kojic acid is great stuff, but I thought kojic acid is bleaching, and that's bad. So why are there dark-skinned black women on a secret forum for other dark-skinned black women? It's like a gossip forum. Why are they on here talking about this if it's so bad and like nobody should be using it? I thought that they were against quote unquote bleaching. This girl says, great stuff. As you age, skin shedding slows way down. That's why older black people start to look shades darker. I use a serum with kojic acid to keep my face balanced. It won't bleach you out. It just gets the dead skin off so you glow. So this girl is saying kojic acid is not bleach. Okay, so then why do you accuse women in the exotical space who may have used kojic acid of being bleachers? Do you see how they constantly move the goalposts for what's bleaching and what's not? So if you're light-skinned and you use vitamin C, you're a bleacher. We just had a girl do a story time about that. And now this girl is saying, oh no, kojic acid just gets rid of dead skin cells. And it's like, okay, so is exfoliation, is that bleaching? Because exfoliating is getting rid of dead skin cells, and that's what all acids do. But I don't see people responding to this black woman saying she's a bleacher. She said that she uses a serum with kojic acid. This person says, what's the brand of the soap? Post the link here. I don't want to lighten my skin overall. I just have some hyperpigmentation that I need to knock out. So she's asking her for the link. She says, drop that link, girl, so I can get myself some kojic acid soap. Even though I publicly accuse Exoticals and MLS celebrities of being bleachers. This person says kojic acid is a very strong acid. While it is effective for getting rid of dark spots and hypertension, it is also, I think she meant to say hyperpigmentation. She says it is still a bleaching agent. If the dark spots are gone, then I would recommend to stop using the soap since you got the desired results. Kojic acid can also be pretty harsh on the skin, and I would recommend only using it 3 times a week at the max, and only at night. So she's saying that it is a bleaching agent, which I agree that anything that has any form of acid technically is bleaching something. So she pulls up a screenshot, and the screenshot says, yes, kojic acid is a bleaching agent that can be found in cosmetics such as creams and gels. It works by inhibiting the production of melanin, which lightens the skin. Kojic acid is less aggressive than hydroquinone, another bleaching agent often used in skin creams. Yeah, so the hydroquinone, that's the one that is actually banned in the US. I think you can only get like 2% hydroquinone or something like that. So which one is it though? Is hydroquinone the bleaching agent, or is it any form of acid? Because if I were to type in right now, actually, let me go ahead and pull this up. Let me type in if other acids are bleaching agents. Boom. Yes, lactic acid can be considered a bleaching agent, specifically in the context of skincare, as it has the ability to lighten dark spots and even out skin tone by gently exfoliating and reducing hyperpigmentation. But let's go back to these comments. This girl says, I would be pretty weary about getting kojic acid soap from eBay of all places, but to each their own. So she's saying, girl, if you want to get that kojic acid soap, you got to get it from somewhere else. You got to get it from a better source. This person says, I didn't know it would lighten it that much. I was just told it would help the dark spots on my face and some on my legs before summertime got here. So do you see how normalized it is for dark-skinned black women to get rid of dark spots? But if you're a light-skinned woman doing the same thing, getting rid of dark spots, getting rid of tan lines, etc., then suddenly you are a self-hating anti-black skin bleacher. This person says, kojic acid isn't bleach. It's an exfoliant and also a tyrosinase inhibitor. I don't know if I'm saying that word right, but she says it's the enzyme needed to produce melanin. However, kojic acid cannot remove melanin from your skin. It cannot make your skin lighter than what is natural for your skin. So she's saying that there's a difference between changing your skin tone versus making your skin naturally bright, like how it was when you were a baby. This person says, who needs melanin? It's overrated. Next stop, Casper, as in the amicable ghost, hunty. So she's like making fun of the person for using the kojic acid. This girl says, thank you for letting me know. I haven't seen my skin tone this light ever in my life, so I was surprised. And then she's saying, thank you. I will keep using it. I love the way it has me glowing. So you got an unambiguous dark skinned black woman saying she loves the way that kojic acid soap has her glowing. So she's just calling it a glow. So whenever people talk about your skin glowing, is that a form of bleaching? That's my question to the black empowerment space. What is your standard for skin bleaching? What ingredients are considered skin bleaching? Is making your skin glow, or is fading tan lines, is that bleaching? Because if so, that would mean that one of your faves, Paris Milan, is, in fact, a skin bleacher. This person says, no problem. I missed where you bought it on eBay, so make sure it only has kojic acid as the active ingredient. It shouldn't make your skin lighter than your scalp, for example. So I guess kojic acid, they're saying that it's going to make you look like how your scalp looks. So you know how your scalp, it doesn't get as much sun, so it's naturally like a little bit brighter? She says, if you want something more gentle, look into tranexamic acid. It is also used for dark spots and inhibits teranase. I'm saying that wrong, but she's saying that it's similar to kojic acid. It does not exfoliate. Topicals has a cream with it, and you can spot treat. So this girl is talking about a whole other type of acid called tranexamic acid. So they're over here exchanging information about what types of acids to use on the skin. But I thought using acid is bleaching. Why is there no outrage for all of these black women who are using all these different acids on their skin? Are they all bleachers? Or is this just basic skincare? This girl says you should not be using it daily. Switch to a vitamin C serum and go about your day. I have used Murad for 2 months now, and my skin is bright, and discoloration is also at a minimum. Make sure you wear sunscreen. Oh, but I thought that wanting to make your skin look bright, that's bleaching. You guys talk about Beyonce calling her a bleacher. You guys talked about Rihanna and Nicki Minaj for their skin looking bright, and you call them bleachers. So which one is it? Do you see how they constantly move the goalpost? This girl says, what brand of kojic acid soap is it? Hook a sister up? You know what? You should contact YouTuber Paris Milan. She has a whole company where she is selling kojic acid soap. This girl says, I've used kojic acid before, and it did little to fix the hyperpigmentation I had. Are you sure it ain't something else mixed in? That's very suspicious. I would stop before you start looking like Sammy Sosa. So this girl is saying kojic acid is not strong enough to make you look like a different person. She said that for her, it didn't fix her hyperpigmentation. So I don't know if her hyperpigmentation was like too dark or something, or too strong for it to like lighten it or kind of like exfoliate deep enough. You know how you can have scars that are like very deep, and then sometimes you just have surface scars or like a surface tan or something. So this girl is saying that kojic acid did not work for her. This person says, please be very careful with kojic acid. I would go see a dermatologist just in case, and also make sure to wear sunscreen. But I thought that wearing sunscreen means that you're trying to be white or staying in the shade and not going in the sun. You're a colorist if you're light skinned and you wear sunscreen, or if you don't want to get some sun. You're just trying to be as light as possible. You're trying to be as ambiguous as possible. Where's the outrage for this comment? Where you've got a black woman telling another black woman to wear sunscreen. You guys call Exoticals colorists for wearing sunscreens. This person says, same, I still use though. So she's saying she uses kojic acid. She says, my body is light brown and my face is brown, and I am sick of it. It is like someone chopped off my head and placed it on someone else's body. Now I use vitamin C mixed with kojic acid powder. I pray for results. So she's using 2 different acids. So I'm assuming that maybe if you use more than one thing, then it's like a stronger lightening agent. Because she's saying she doesn't just use the kojic acid. She also uses vitamin C. So do you see how many layers there are to this? This is actually a jackpot right here. This is a psychological jackpot. She says she uses both kojic acid and the vitamin C. So where's the outrage for this? Because she's using 2 separate acids on her body. So she's getting double the acid, as opposed to somebody who's only using some sort of kojic acid soap. This girl says, why are you so excited to be lighter and more susceptible to sun-damaged skin? Oh, so now you're admitting that light-skinned people's skin can get damaged in the sun. Therefore, light-skinned people should wear sunscreen. Which one is it? I thought that staying out of the sun means that you're colorist. This girl says, not the fonts, low-key asking for a link so they could bleach themselves. So this girl is saying kojic acid is bleach. Okay, so I guess that would make Paris Milan a bleacher then. This girl says, I get you. My titties be serving Beyonce and my face be giving Janelle Monáe in the summer. I am finna start tanning my beige parts. I would rather lean into the darker color, but it's all preference. Wait a minute. Did this woman just admit that she sees Beyonce as beige? I thought that Beyonce was a regular brown skinned, unambiguous black woman and that every other black woman in Houston looks like Beyonce. Which one is it? So, do you see how behind closed doors they prove my talking points every single time when they think we're not looking? Okay, back to the video. Oh, so you're admitting that a person could have different colors on their body? So if they are using kojic acid to even out the dark spots and make them match with the lighter parts of their body, is that bleaching? Because you guys think that that's bleaching when light skinned people do it, but when dark skinned people do it, oh, that's fine, totally normal. This person says, I used kojic acid soap for my underarms and knees. It did nothing for me. Make sure you're using a moisturizer because it can be drying. So now we got another person saying that for them, kojic soap, it doesn't do anything. It's not strong enough. But I thought kojic soap is being a bleacher. If people are bleaching, shouldn't it be strong enough to like bleach everyone? Which one is it? Now we got another person saying, I feel like kojic soap is bullshit. It didn't do shit for my dark spots. And PIH, I don't know what that is. She says the only thing that helped me was sulfur soap and a Solix cloth. So I guess sulfur is something else. So do you see how they're exchanging all this different information? You can use a different type of acid. They're talking about using sulfur. They're talking about using vitamin C in addition to kojic acid. You've got women saying that kojic acid soap is not strong enough to lighten their hyperpigmentation. Maybe their hyperpigmentation is like too strong or something for the kojic acid soap to work. So do you see how the majority of them, they're not on here saying, oh my God, you're bleaching, you're self-hating. Oh, your skin tone is fake. Your skin tone was created in a factory. I don't see them saying this type of outrage, but you've got multiple women literally giving reviews on kojic acid soap. And this is only one thread. I'm actually going to create a whole series based on all of these different threads. And the reason I use Lipstick Alley is because Lipstick Alley is a site that was specifically created for Black women. She says, I sure hope you're wearing sunscreen when going out. Kojic acid is strong AF and known to lighten skin. So we've got yet another woman saying that you should wear sunscreen. This person says cake soaping it up. So cake soap, I think that's the soap that they use in Jamaica, the one where that's supposed to be lightening your skin. We should look up cake soap after this too. Maybe I'll do another video about that, and then we will look up exactly what ingredients are in these cake soaps. This girl says, use it on your pussy and report back. This person says, yes, it works. Use sunscreen, though, when you go outside, or else, after some time, the UV rays will reactivate the hyperpigmentation and cause discoloration. If you're really serious about clear skin and being your best self, get a chemical peel from a nearby dermatologist, not cosmetologist. It can cost about $100 to $200, but it's worth every dollar. $200 for a lifetime of crystal clear radiant melanin. So now she is recommending actual chemical peels that you have to go into an office to get, or the ones where you have to pay like $500 to get. Meanwhile, if you're light skinned and you pay $500 for a chemical peel, I have seen so many Black women accusing women of being bleachers for getting chemical peels, because chemical peels, that's where your actual skin rips off like a snake. So where's the outrage for that? If you're getting chemical peels, that you must be a bleacher. This girl says, girl, post the link to the soap. We got another person saying, congrats on your success, OP. So she's saying she's successful for using kojic acid soap. Congrats on your success. May you provide the link that you used to purchase the soap? I wonder if kojic acid is permanent. I have heard mixed reviews on chemical peels. I heard chemical peels shouldn't be used on darker complexions. So she's literally asking for advice and asking for the link to the soap. But I thought that this is bleaching soap. I thought it was cake soap. Somebody else saying, please wear sunscreen. This person says, I've been hearing about this soap a lot. I need to get some. What do you mean you've been hearing about this soap a lot? I thought that kojic acid is a bleaching soap. This girl says, I've used it before, but it didn't work. It's funny how on the Amazon reviews, it works so fast and well for people, but I didn't see any results. So now I'm starting to think, I don't know if kojic acid You know how they have the Fitzpatrick scale with the different levels of melanin? So maybe kojic acid only works up to a certain point. I'm not sure about that, but that's interesting. She says, you can buy kojic acid soap on Amazon. Here's the link to the one I used, although I didn't see much results. It does seem to work for some people, though. And now they're talking about chemical peels. She's got 3 paragraphs about the difference between commercial chemical peels and professional chemical peels. And now we've got this person saying, I pray that everyone starts loving the skin they are in if they are using this for bleaching the skin. So once again, they're not telling you what their standards are for bleaching. It just seems like at this point, if you're light skinned and you do anything with your skin, they're just going to call it bleaching. I mean, that's pretty much the pattern that I see because usually dark skinned black women, they can use whatever they want and it's no big deal. This person says, that's weird. I am using it for my melasma mustache and it's not working. How long do I keep it on so it doesn't bleach my skin and I'm able to get rid of this above my lip? How long do you keep it on? I thought soap is just, you just scrub your body with it and then that's it. Like I've never left soap on my body for like the whole day. So this woman, so she's actually talking about leaving it on. Like basically it's not a soap anymore. It's kind of like using it like a toner or something. This girl says, hook me up with the link. I need some real bad, but I know better to not use it to get super light. This girl says, in my experience of using kojic acid soap, it did lighten my skin up a few shades as I was using it. But once I stopped, my skin tone returned to normal, just with less of my spotting, which is what I was using it for to begin with. So she's saying if you stop using it, your skin goes back to how it was. This girl says, I have dark spots on my body that are over 10 years old. The girls want to know the link. No point in being secretive, OP. And notice how she has a picture of Mariah Carey on her profile pic. That is very similar to what they say about the Exoticals. They're like, oh, Exoticals who don't want to get a tan, they just want to look like Mariah Carey. Isn't it ironic that you got a person with a Mariah Carey picture saying that she has dark spots on her body for over 10 years and she wants a link to kojic acid soap? But what do you ladies think? Let me know in the comments section and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.